Good evening, good morning, and good day. Thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Today, I'm going to explain to you why the Liberal Democrats' election campaign is a patronising joke that seems pretty much designed to fail, and in my opinion, has zero chance of having any dent on our upcoming future in this country. Today I got this lovely bit of crap through the post, with her lovely mug on it. I actually cannot stand Jo Swinson. I think whenever I see her talking, she sounds like the most patronising of annoying school teachers.
Because of what Brexit will mean for our country in terms of making people poorer.
It constantly sounds like she's addressing a year 3 or year 4 class, kindergarteners basically. Whilst I have many issues with their campaign in general, their manifesto, and various members of their party, that's not what I'm getting into here. My issue here is that basically their entire campaign seems to rely on Boris Johnson, bad man. We dislike Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson, bad. If you don't want Boris Johnson, vote for us. Yay! And it's pathetic. It's never going to work. People who like Boris Johnson, he is a very polarising figure, and the people that like Boris Johnson aren't going to be swayed by you just saying, he a bad man. We must stop Boris Johnson. He bad man. Bad man. Let me elaborate. Within this letter we were sent, on the first page, on the front page, I see Boris Johnson's name written down 4 times. Boris Johnson is not fit to be Prime Minister. He only cares about himself, blah, 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 blah. The Liberal Democrats will not put Boris Johnson in number 10. Every vote for the Liberal... Obviously, if the Liberal Democrats were elected, I'm assuming you'd put Jo Swinson in, your party leader. Every vote for the Liberal Democrats is a vote to stop Boris Johnson. Well, again, that's pretty obvious. If you're voting for the Liberal Democrats or you're voting for Labour, you're obviously not voting Conservative, and thus you're not trying to help Boris Johnson. Wow! And then finally, if you want to stop Boris Johnson getting a majority, vote Liberal Democrats on 12th December. This is pathetic. And even when I go on YouTube, on my bloody homepage, I see Good Morning Britain were talking to Jo Swinson. Jo Swinson criticises Boris Johnson for turning down something or another, blah, blah, blah. This is never going to work. I cannot stand Boris Johnson, but you simply reiterating and stating to me over and over and over again that you dislike Boris Johnson is in no shape, way or form ever going to persuade me to vote for you. You need to give me a reason beyond just, we dislike this man, we must stop him, Boris Johnson, bad man, bad. That's nothing. And I'm not somebody who likes Boris Johnson. And all you've done is turn me away from voting for you. That is for sure. I live in an area and with parents that have historically pretty much always voted Lib Dem. And I am definitely not. Labour are getting my vote this year. That, I think, is realistically the only way to stop the Conservatives and stop Boris Johnson. Lib Dem, you ain't it. I just really think this is insane and redundant. Instead of just constantly telling us Boris Johnson is a bad man, tell us instead about how the Conservative Party aren't great for our country. Tell us about how, they've been creating literal fake news websites and keep espousing fake news over and over on TV and cannot seem to do their maths right. Keep getting the numbers 50,000 and 20,000 and 30,000 really confused. They get those ones really muddled up. Why aren't they talking about these issues and these matters and then explaining to us, in a letter like this, what voting for Lib Dems will actually do for the country other than just stop Boris Johnson, Boris Johnson, bad man, bad. That's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Sorry for not being around much lately, guys. You might be able to hear in my voice. I've been really ill lately. Really goddamn ill. I'm not going to get into details. It was horrific. If you're over 18, go use your vote on the 12th, god damn it. Peace.